Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, and this is After Dark with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters. The lazy lobsters didn't come around today. Naomi, Zika, Amal. Well, Zika is around. Naomi and Amal decide to go and see their boyfriends and spend some quality time with them, and they're going to get into trouble on Monday. Well, Zika and I are around, and today we're going to be handling some very explosive topics, so please stay tuned. Now, here's the thing I want to draw your attention to. This show is called After Dark, and it runs every weekday from 7 to 9 p.m. Always make sure you tune in to your favorite radio station, 96.9 Cool FM. DMW, David O, Duncan, Mighty, and Peruzzi. It is After Dark with Daddy Freeze and no Lobster. Zika's here with me, by the way. She's helping me with the buttons. How are you doing, babes?
I'm fine, Daddy Freeze.
You're good?
Yeah.
All right, quite a lot going on in the world. And first of all, let's start with David Beckham being banned. But you see, that's a country that works. If David Beckham, as big as he is, can be banned, and guess what? He was fined £750 and he was banned 6 months.
6 months.
He can't drive or he goes to jail. 6 months. I remember when I had a copyright strike on YouTube for 3 months. I thought I was going to die. Now imagine I can't drive for 6 months. Oh my goodness. And guess why he got the ban? He was caught using his mobile phone.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
What you people do every day and get away with. In some countries, you will not drive a car for 6 months. And then you pay £750 to the government for not being allowed to drive. I thought that was totally hilarious. Now, moving on to some not so hilarious stories. Now, this is a very sad story. Apparently, it's a chilling story of how 3 Uni Abuja students watched their friend drown because his father was rich and he was the toast of many girls.
Wow.
A 17-year-old handsome Emmanuel Balogu died because of jealous people. I think I need you to
So
load
sad.
that jealous song. You know, we live in very trying and perilous times, guys. Would you believe that a 17-year-old son got drowned at the Dome Hotel pool in Abuja last weekend? He was in the company of his friends. The friends didn't report to the hotel management what happened, nor to the deceased parents. They went back to school immediately after the incident. On Monday, a young girl from Uni Abuja called the mother of the deceased and said that they did not see Emmanuel in class. She went further to tell the parents that it's like something had happened to Emmanuel. And then she ended the call. The mother called back the line, but it was switched off. She notified her husband, and they immediately placed a call to their son's number, and it was off. They drove that Monday night to their son's hostel, but met his absence. They now got information that a party was thrown for fresh year students over the weekend at the Dome Hotel. They went to the hotel, and the management told them that there was a case of drowning in their hotel over the weekend and directed them to the place. The police now led them to the mortuary. Lo and behold, it was their son. Yesterday morning, according to the reporter, myself and the deceased uncle went to the police to see CCTV footage of what transpired at the hotel. What I saw and later heard yesterday was unbelievable. From the CCTV, we noticed the deceased entered the pool with 3 of his friends around 3 a.m. He started struggling in the pool. His friends were all watching him until he stopped struggling and drowned. They all left the pool immediately and took his handset, and the other took his trousers and brought out the money inside the pocket and wore his shoes. They left the hotel around 4:18 a.m. according to the footage we saw. The police went to the school and effected the arrest of the trio and the management of the hotel.
is so sad.
How can you hate someone so much? What are our religious organizations teaching? They took the money. If I don't make money, waiting we gain. We don't see waiting we gain. Really sad, really sad story. How can you be jealous because the guy is cute and the girls like him?
Yeah.
Why don't you try to entertain the girls with something else instead of killing or allowing? You see, listen, do you know that negligence? You see someone drowning and you don't do anything. Those guys are going to be, they're going to spend a long time in jail, a long time in a well-deserved, nice and cozy cell. There are many stories these days that I wouldn't say touch the heart, but spark all sorts of emotions. A lady said, your in-laws should also be desperate to show their in-law material, not just women showing that they're wife material. As in, it sounds ridiculous. It sounds absolutely stupid, but it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
In-laws also need to impress. Listen. I've seen in-laws frustrate a wife. I've seen elder sisters come and clap for a wife. Oh, yeah, be good. In-laws also need to be auditioned the way wives are auditioned. And then maybe we'll have sense in this part of the world. If you want to be an in-law, you must be fit to be an in-law or face disgrace. I recommend this. And finally, the story that brought us here, I've been trying to avoid it. EFCC confirms NairaMarley's arrest and gives reason. Well, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has explained why it arrested popular singer Afeez Fashola, aka NairaMarley, this morning. Confirming the arrest, the acting EFCC spokesperson, Tony Orilade, in an interview with Punch said, yes, he is with us. He is not the only person. He had some other persons also arrested alongside him. They were arrested in relation to advance fee fraud, internet-related cases, and all of that. Give me a little time and I'll give you details. Okay, so we saw the picture. Did you see the picture of NairaMarley? They were all posing. Now, here's the thing. If I could offer the EFCC advice, here it is. I'm glad you guys are doing your job, but be very careful. In a country with limited opportunities for youths, if you're not careful how you manage this, in my opinion, it can spark an outrage. Yeah. Then it can only end up making this cool. Already, there's so many celebrities who have, in one way or the other, put in a word for Yahoo Boys. Yeah. There's so many celebrities. I do not encourage this. I believe people should work legit, make money. Do you understand? Yeah. But the problem is, where is the legit work? Look around you. How many graduates are coming out of school on a daily basis without a place to work? So the management of this particular case is going to tell a lot about how we're going to progress as a nation, especially with regards to our youth and fraud. Yeah.
Make provisions for
another thing is, there are fraudsters in political office. There are fraudsters behind pulpits. I do not see arrests. Maybe if it was more uniform, maybe one day they just rounded up one pastor and said, Baba, account for this, your lifestyle. And the guy could not account for his lifestyle. Do you understand? Yeah. And he's living off the tithes and offering of his congregation. And he's now living loud and living large. And then they arrest him for an economic crime. Because I believe if you tell people to give you 10% that you're going to take them to God, I think that's an economic crime in its own right. Yeah. And there are people who are collecting 10% of 10,000 people every month, and and in the month of January, they now take 100% of it. I've not seen any arrest, though. So maybe if it was more even, they pick 5 politicians, they pick 3 pastors, and then they pick 15 Yahoo boys. I say, hey, you are arresting Yahoo people. I'm with you. But don't let it look like it's only the youth who don't have, what is it called, that are being arrested. I believe in justice, yes, but I believe more in justice for all.
Yeah.
There's so many of our godfathers who we know they are you know, their money is not legit. We all know.
Exactly.
You know? So yes, be careful. I support the fight against fraud. However, let's create jobs. When you see in a place like Canada, for instance, if you commit a fraud and they arrest you, you know you're going down. But hey, everything works.
Yeah.
Everything works.
But then you go down here, you start from.
Do you understand? Everything works. So nobody even wants to get into the government's trouble because everything is working. Ordinary light to power for organizer machine. Do we have it? Let's talk to ourselves. You start a business, legit, and you are hit by multiple taxation. How do you survive? How many businesses are really surviving? What opportunities do our youths really have? Now, this is a question I'd like all of us to ask ourselves. Yes, if anybody's caught with doing internet fraud or Yahoo, I totally support that they be tried and prosecuted. However, what opportunities do they have? All right, we've got calls coming through. 2710969, 2711969, 2712969, and 2713969.
Hello.
Good evening. How are you doing? Go ahead.
I'm great. So I was listening on what you said about NairaMarley's arrest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea that he was arrested. And I think that's an example to all other young guys out there who are involved in all sorts of fraudulent activities.
Now, let me ask you a question, sir. Okay. Do you think this is going to have a positive effect on the youth or a negative effect? Because, listen, yeah, if you go abroad, there's what you call street credibility. All the big rappers have been to jail at one time or the other. I think only Jay-Z and Diddy. But Diddy had a gun case that some guy called Shine had to go to jail for him, quote and unquote. I'm not really digging into that. You see, we should be careful not to allow this to become pop culture, especially with the fact that there's really not much for the youth to do.
Yes, I agree with you. There's not much for the youth to do. And every youth in Nigeria, whether you're hustling or you're working, you're finding it really difficult to get ahead in the country right now. But that is not an excuse for you to go ahead and defraud people and get yourself involved in Yahoo and blame the government. That NairaMarley's arrest to me is good because the EFCC has been seen as a joke recently because they don't arrest high-profile people or they whoever they arrest, they let go, they collect some money and the likes of that. But everybody is going to follow up on NairaMarley's issue and see how they handle the case. And I think that is going to boost the morale and our confidence in the EFCC if they can handle the case properly. And that will serve as an example to other youths out there. If the country is hard, isn't an excuse for you to get yourself involved in all sorts of things. You know what they do? They don't just go to Yahoo, they do blood money, they kidnap people, they take people's parts. I mean, come on. If we can start from these guys, these youth, arrest them as much as possible, it's a step in the right direction. Yes, it's not the best. It's not the entire cure to the problem. The government has to create jobs. The government has to But we cannot go ahead with the way we are going, or else this country is going to implode. And you spoke about the godfathers and the rest of them. I believe small arrests like this can give the EFCC the morale and with the support of the people to go after the bigger sharks. If they see that the people are behind them, whenever they make an arrest and the people commend them and the people give them kudos, I think they will have the morale and the confidence to go after high-profile cases and make bigger arrests for the big thieves of the pastors, the politicians, and the likes of them. So I give them a thumbs up for NairaMarley.
All right, now, NairaMarley arrested. Did they have a warrant? Or was it just because of what he said on social media?
Well, we are waiting on the press release from the EFCC man that I said we should give him a while to give us the details. But I believe they had intelligence and they've already given reason for the arrest, stating that he was involved in. They didn't say they are arresting him because he was promoting Yahoo. They said he was actively involved in wire fraud. So they have gone after him for that. They haven't provided evidence to the public yet, but we are waiting on them. And I really hope that they handle the issue correctly and they put him behind bars if he is found guilty.
All right, thank you for your contribution. The lines are open. I'll take one more call and then we go to a break and come right back. Hello?
I'm very free.
Yes, good evening. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I think you've spoken so well on NairaMarley issue. I want to believe we should give EFCC time to come up with the reason why he was arrested. Just like you rightly said, we don't know if they have warrants to do that. So, from my own perspective, I think that guy talks too much. He talks too much because, truth be told, he's not the only Yahoo boy in the country.
Now, be careful. You can't call him a Yahoo boy unless he has been proven to be a Yahoo boy. Let's pick our words very carefully.
Well said. Well said. So, but nonetheless, he talks too much. He talks too much because I can understand if the FCC says he's found guilty of wire transfer and all of that. It's obvious they need to come up with something. Because I'm sure about 50% of the reason why it's arrested is because his video trends online, Instagram, everywhere. So he talks too much. He talks too much. I mean, I just hope he gets out of this. And like Riley said, I believe EFCC will now start thinking from your own point of view to know that these young guys are not the only one they should arrest.
Yes. I totally agree with you. A lot needs to be done both by the EFCC and by the government. The government needs to change the mindset of the youth and provide jobs. Very important. You see, when there is an alternate route, you can put a toll gate. But what we're doing is we're just building toll gates without really having alternate routes. I do not support fraud. I will never stand for fraud. However, I've gone to, I can use Romania as a case study. I remember going to Romania in the 90s and somebody slapped my mom and took her watch at the railway station in Cluj. Then 15 years later, Cluj is now one of the safest cities in Europe. Why? Because when the EU came and borders were open and Romanians could go to other places and work and send money home, and the money was not embezzled by the government, the money was used judiciously, more and more people started being gainfully employed and less people were moving to crime. I saw it happen. The more a nation caters for its citizens, the less likely that nation is to have crime. The Netherlands have closed nearly 20 prisons in the last 20 years because they don't have people to put in prison. But we are the most praying nation on earth, second only to Afghanistan. And look at what we have. I think we need to fix the country. Thank you so much for your contribution. We'll be back after this break. The topic still continues. My numbers to call are 271-0969, 271-2969, 271-1969, and 271-30 969. We're talking about the EFCC and NairaMarley issue that played out early today. What's your take? In a moment, stick around. 96.9 Cool FM After Dark with Daddy Freeze and no Lobsters. Lazy Lobsters didn't show up to work today. Amal and Naomi didn't come, but Zika is here. And since someone has to be behind the camera, I'll just be talking today with the callers because I can see a lot of people are trying to call us at the same time. We're talking about the NairaMarley and EFCC matter. The numbers to call are 2710969, 2711969, 2712969, and 2713969. And just in case you're tuning in for the first time, the show is called After Dark with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters. Usually I have three gorgeous ladies in the studio with me, and we all address all sorts of issues. And the show is on every weekday on 96.9 Cool FM from 7 p.m. all the way down till 9 p.m. So do keep a date with us. In the meantime, we've got a caller. Hello?
Yeah, if I'm from Texas. Concerning NairaMarley case, to me, I don't know, my own opinion is that it might not be increased. It's just saying it. You know, people, they like publicity stunts to raise their own problem. That's wrong. All these American rappers, they talk about drugs and all those just to do it. Then, by the way, but Mali, Dr. Tube sang, oh, they won't build no schools anymore. All they build is a prison. And when Nigerian people die, they like hunting here, the police, everything. It's not them to do the right thing, create company, create all these things, so that all those things will reduce. They are busy investing money in arms and all those things. Well done, though.
All right, thanks for that call. More calls coming through, 2710969, 11969, and 12969. All right, here's a call. Hello, good evening. Go ahead with your contribution.
Good evening, Free.
How are you doing, sir? Go ahead.
I'm fine. My name is Sam.
All right, Sam, how are you? Beautiful evening, right?
2 decades now.
You've been listening to me for 2 decades.
2 decades. So I'm surprised they're calling you Daddy. I'm free.
All right, go ahead.
So, this thing is really deep and very controversial, It's just a suspect, and just like your few two last callers said, that guy talks a lot. And just look at Rick Ross, the way Rick Ross talks. Rick Ross was just working as a correctional officer, not that I was in jail. This guy is a brat. Why should EFCC arrest him in the first place? Where was the warrant? All those kind of things. You just arrest somebody and look at the disgrace those guys are posting now. They'll become more famous.
I was thinking of that angle. I was like, these guys they are trending. Listen. Let me give you an example. Right now on Twitter. I'm going to Twitter right now. Twitter, okay? I'm going to tell you where they're trending right now as we speak. Okay? Zlatan is trending at number 1. NairaMarley is trending at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. NairaMarley is trending at number 7.
They should do their underground jobs before taking those guys. You can't just arrest them. You summon them for interrogation. Arrest for what? On what ground? What happened?
Now, in fairness to the EFCC,
Fair. I'm being fair.
Okay.
I'm being fair, yeah. Things are meant to be done in a professional manner. You summon them all over the internet. Arrest for what? On what ground? You don't call somebody what is not, or this is guilty beyond reasonable doubt.
Thank you very much for that. A quick break, and we're right back at ya. All right, guys, welcome back. It's After Dark with Daddy Freeze, and this is as far as we could go on this particular issue. A lot of people called and contributed. And yes, there's so many things wrong Yes, I support EFCC doing their job, but EFCC also has to be very careful so they do not create a pop subculture out of Yahoo. We've got to be very careful because they're trending now. And when they trend, people are going to buy more of their music, and these people are going to inspire the young generation. So we've got to be careful how we manage this, especially the publicity that this is catapulting into. That's my opinion. I will never support fraud. I will never stand for fraud. But I also do not support a government that does not create opportunities for the youth. Let the government do what the government's supposed to do. And then, like in other developed nations, come after those who are erring. That's just my humble and candid opinion. Thank you so much for listening to After Dark with Daddy Freeze. We'll be back same time on Monday, God willing. Do take care, and remember that I love you all.